for a second versus Copenhagen Wolves.
It wasn't like a completely clean victory, but they played pretty well compared to what they normally do on Dust 2, I would say. So, yeah, I don't know. A balloon, the first casualty of war here between these two teams, but we'll see if it can get a little bit more heavy than that. Forrest in the corner here, not a great position, but he's still going to pick up a kill. And HellRaisers, well, they get a good return over at the B bomb site, which leaves GetRight kind of alone and exposed. He's still going to pick up a kill, and he needs a little bit more. He steals that USPS and can't kill Doja, so the entry here is going to be working out for HellRaisers as long as they can get the bomb down.
That's going to be the crucial point here. If they can actually get that bomb planted, it's kind of stuck in no man's land right now. Good fire coming out there from, it looks like, Forrest, and he's going to surf his way down. This is perfect, but Simple is going to gun him, and then Nip just trying to gather up and take the fights together. Really solid play here by Nip. They still have the life lead in this situation as well.
Oh, flashbang in. They do have a kid on Freiburg. He's trying to make the jump over. He's going to go down to Makalov, leaving just Flaren here. 1 on 2, and, well, he doesn't have a kid. It's down there somewhere, but he's out of time entirely. HellRaisers, they're not even worried. They're just repositioning themselves in this 1 on 2, and I don't think that he could do this anymore. Doja coming up from behind, and HellRaisers, was that them screaming?
Yeah, that was them screaming. HellRaisers are pumped right now. They're sitting maybe 10 meters away from us right now, and they are pumped. That's the perfect start right there for HellRaisers. That is how it needed to go for them. It's a start off strong, take the pistol, and from it, not exactly a favorable position either. HellRaisers, they were already tagged up heavy. They didn't get that bomb down until pretty late, and Nip had already rotated in. Nip had the life lead to boot.
Now,
I'm thinking Forrest kind of jumped the gun with his pit jump.
You said that, and I was about to ask you, did Forrest go too quick? So yes, you are.
Yeah, I think he made like a second too early there. Maybe his teammates weren't in position.
Yeah, I feel you might be right actually. So yeah, that definitely did cost them a little bit.
Maybe he just wanted to surf Anders. Because Forrest does surf to warm up.
Are you as intrigued as I am by the fact that nobody on NIP has bought any pistols at all?
Yeah, it makes you wonder what they could, if they could potentially, like, I think because it was so close, I mean, they still got 3 kills in the pistol, right? Maybe if they can get some kills here in this round, they go for something special. Maybe they go for an early buy. I mean, this is a fairly CT-sided map, at least for now. Teams are starting to figure it out more and more, putting more work into their T-side, getting those flashes and those smoke angles down. So we're starting to see T-side, more T rounds and a half, but this is still a CT-sided map as it stands.
Yeah. We just love learning more about this map because there's there's so many opportunities to do all sorts of crazy things, like rushing into a bomb site and picking up a bunch of kills in Freiburg. It looked like he should have got that second kill as well on Simple. Didn't manage to land the consecutive headshots there. So yep, NIP they do buy up. So that is a big tell whenever somebody doesn't buy any C sets or anything else. And I mean, this is a big risk. Big risk.
This could be their entire first half right here. And their entire first half practically is in the balance right now. And they're double stacking. What is this? How are they doing this on the A site? It's not often that we see 2 guys hold from truck like that.
I'm assuming somebody else is going to be rotating back to B at some point. No?
All right, now they're really focusing 3 on B. HellRaisers in the meantime, I don't think that they've seen some flashes, they've seen some nades, but that doesn't give it away that NIP have rifles. So HellRaisers right now are playing very carefully. They're spread out a bit 1-to-1, though. I would like to see them gather up a little bit more, because if you are facing pistols, if one guy gets picked up, then you give a rifle away, right? You can't get that refrag.
But I mean, so far they've managed to check almost the whole bomb site. So finally Freiburg comes back. That's what I was actually waiting for, because otherwise these 2 people back here, Flaren and Forrest, would have been in a pretty awkward spot in my opinion. It looks like it might actually end up being a B push, in which case Freiburg leaving the bomb site is obviously going to be kind of a big deal. There's some flashbangs here on Get Right and Exist to try and hold them back, but it's not going to be super fast now. Good information from Get Right. That jump was worth a lot. Yeah,
exactly. The ease.
The rotation. Everybody rotating in. They know there's only 25 seconds. NIP have read this very well indeed. Now, HellRaisers have some grenades, but it's going to be Get Right with the first kill. The bomb is dropped for a second. Ocean Simple taking a lot of damage as well, but then Angel and Markov, they come back into it. Now it's a 2-on-3. Get Right is going to do as much as he can. He picks up a quad kill, and Doja's left. He can't win this round. The bomb is too far away, and this is going to be Get Right with an ace from us, ace from NIP. And that is a nice way to come back into the game. A big risk and a big reward.
That was Freiburg shouting that time around, and Get Right as well is super pumped. So this is so sick. There's so much tension between both of these teams. They're sitting maybe 5 meters away from each other, and the air is electric right now. Such a big crowd around here as well watching these games. So, guys, this is really sick here. This map is perfect. And NIP picking up that round, that just saved them a lot of trouble. If they can stop HellRaisers, really force HellRaisers into an eco situation by winning this round here, all of a sudden NIP have control again. They're back in this half.
That's pretty much what it's down to. That one jump, I mean, the fact that he got the ace follow-up was, the best possible scenario, but even getting the jump on meant his team could rotate in. He did so much just getting that information.
Yeah, it is that. I mean, now you can wallbang through those walls right there because they replaced it with wood. It's no longer just concrete, as you guys can see. Freiburg giving you a live demonstration. But it is still pretty easy to pick up a lot of information for the CT side if you time that jump right. Oh, near double spray there, but simple double headshot for him, and he's going to be able to open this up. This bomb site is now here as we lose Patrick as well. We lose Forrest.
Oh, and that Molotov, that was not meant to set the corpses on fire. I think that was meant to stop the bomb from going down. So a little bit of miscalculation there. Markolov is low on health. This grenade could definitely kill him. Is it going to be quite far enough? No, it lands too far back, and Markolov takes him through the smoke. So Pyjamas goes down, and HellRaisers bounce right back, and that means, I mean, they took the risk, they got the reward, and then HellRaisers stole that reward. Thievery,
outright thievery. I do like, to burn the corpses though, because it is kind of fitting. Maybe, you can see the Swedes, they just needed a boat. They were already in the water, right? They needed a boat. It would have been perfect.
Plus, they're up north, and when you're all the way north, you need to burn those corpses.
Past the wall.
They don't come back alive.
Past the wall. Yeah.
Nice opening kill here from Forrest onto Kucher, and they even steal the AK and run away with it. So actually, this comes a little bit back. Well, Markolov with a really good return, but it's still, the point is still valid. As you were talking about earlier, when HellRaisers do this standard split where they spread out so much alone, they can end up losing a player like this. So I mean, really good work from Markolov bringing this back, but it still does signify, not necessarily a weakness, but a risk in the way that HellRaisers are playing.
Exactly, it's just a risk, right? Markolov was able to recover there fairly quickly for HellRaisers, but if they let him get away with that rifle, say if Forrest manages to get away with that AK, that can really come back to haunt HellRaisers. Either in more kills, because basically one headshot with the AK, that's it, you're done. So if Forrest gets a jump on you, you're dead. But also, they could potentially save money in the next round, because NIP right now are ecoing. Every dollar counts for them. If they can hold on to a rifle, that could potentially spark a buy coming out of NIP. Although at this point, this is the real decision time for NIP. Of course, NIP, they love to go for the early buys. Like Exist would call it and say, okay, we've got 3,300, go for the buy. But I would almost want to see NIP, double eco in this scenario and just have max money going into the next round. Being able to buy the AWP, being able to buy a SCAR 20, being able to buy whatever they want, pretty much.
Yeah, that would definitely be.
They're going to force it,
but again,
they're going to force it. They have enough.
I think they would, because I think, again, 4 rounds so much for HellRaisers that it's kind of hard to deal with if you're NIP. You want to make sure you can finish. Yeah, 11-4, 10-5, something like that.
Man. And Exist doesn't have Kevlar? Okay, he gets Kevlar at the end. I thought for a second there that he was just going...
Again, what are they doing?
I mean, again, they're looking to just capitalize. And there we go. HellRaisers going to run right into it. Not the double entry, but still good damage. Delta Kucher by Get Right. And this is Freiburg trying to spray through, not having any luck with the wall bang.
This time around, this kind of trade is going to work out in favor of HellRaisers. Going to force NIP essentially to hold 2 people on either bomb site. I'm still very confused about this hold up in A. I wish we could have a post-game interview. That's a nice headshot from Freiburg, though. Mid-air on Angel goes for another one, and he will pick up the double. Simple's going to be alone, and he only takes Exist with him here. Pretty big task ahead of him.
That's really nicely done, though, with the Molotov. Just got to check those corners. What a headshot. And now it gets really dangerous here for NIP. They have to play this very patiently, and Simple still has enough time. He's got 45 seconds. He could rotate around and look for a different angle to work. Freiburg expects the push up on short, but his teammate Exist is already clearing out the site, and you can see Freiburg rotating around to make sure that he can't get flanked. Good communication here from NIP, but Simple, he's nowhere near this. He's heading back over to A.
This is beautiful by Simple.
But look at Freiburg. Freiburg is already checking connector. It's not going to matter, but in case Simple try to wrap around through there. Like, the timings here in NIP's mind is actually, like their global mind, right, is actually pretty good.
Oh, now Fifth Lauren has come up with the idea that maybe, just maybe.
Oh, it is Fifth Lauren.
There's a different bomb site on this map. It's actually no. I don't think he has time for it. and definitely obviously being shot at, so such a brave effort from Simple. I actually like the idea anyway, but I'm not sure he would have had the time there. So that is going to be 4 rounds for HellRaisers, 2 rounds for NIP, and the force up again works, but it did the first time too. Now they gotta do more than just win, individual rounds. They need to win consecutive rounds.
Yeah, the last time they lost it was 4 rifles and a pistol for HellRaisers. Now HellRaisers actually have a pretty decent buy going into this round. They were able to drop a Galil for Kucher. So HellRaisers, they're going to keep that pressure up. But again, they really pace themselves here, HellRaisers. Look at this. Again, going for the standard spread across the map. Everybody taking an angle.
At least this time, Forrest and Fifth were out flashing this area, which you can flash over the whole garden area. And that's all. That's cool. That's all good. But I still don't understand why they... So, the way I see it is you can hold this bomb site from the blue room, from the bomb site, and you can even have a guy behind this container, right? So that's 3 different angles. And if you count this truck here, it's a 4th angle, the
Freiburg.
The stairwell as well. Yeah, Freiburg finally coming in. This is good news. But there's potentially 5 different angles you have to worry about as a terrorist coming in, which is pretty hard to deal with, and why you have to use so many smokes and flashbangs. So, I mean, what if HellRaisers rush this bomb site? Those 2 people in the corner, I don't see this working out. Now the Freiburg is here. A lot changes. You're absolutely right.
It fills that other prong, right? That other gap, that gap, basically.
Unless HellRaisers have set smokes prepared for Freiburg, but currently they're only zoning out kind of half the bomb site, and Freiburg doesn't want to get caught on the wrong side. He pushes in, and they both burn alive. That's the major issue. They're both crisp, and Freiburg, he goes down as well. What a beautiful strategy from HellRaisers. This was fantastic. Now it's going to be Geralt trying to get up from the stairwell, but Exist goes down as well. I feel like I did try and give fair warning. That corner, I just don't see how it can work out.
That is brutal. Exactly, but that's the risk, right? They can get naded into oblivion. They can get flashed and then roasted alive. Like, there's all sorts of things. Yeah. A good spray could take them out.
You can throw the Molotovs from right here.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
Toss
Safe
them
Molotovs.
over, and they land. I mean, that was... I don't know. Must be the most effective Molotov all tournament so far.
Yeah, that's... I mean,
that Molotov
so
can win HellRaisers this map. Because now NIP are ecoing. It's 5 rounds for HellRaisers.
And NIP are I'm not even going to say double eco. Like, they could double eco if they wanted to, but now they're starting to run out of room to play with. They continue to give... They're bleeding right now, well, NIP.
They bought a scout and Exist, and, well, he's got a kill on Dosha. So that's kind of good news, and they've done some damage to Angel and Simple as well. I mean, NIP... Freiburg must have bought something too. Yeah, he bought a Deagle. So, I mean, half the NIP team bought up, half didn't. I definitely don't support this idea at all.
But then they do manage to actually pick up that AK there on Get Right. Oh, Forrest, they're both so low. He could get the kills, but I think they spotted the pistol. They did. He still manages to take one with them. This is actually pretty good. And then a great flank coming in there by Fiflaurin, doing quite a bit of damage to Markelov. They're slowly pecking away at HellRaisers. This is 1 shot, 1 kill here for Exist. If he manages to even get a body shot with this scout. Kucher is gone now. Exist in position to hold this. He's going to miss the flick onto Markelov, but they have to come past this point, HellRaisers.
And Get Right's coming up. Well, of course it's from behind. He's going to be walking in with the AK, and Markelov really can't know this, so he's just going to be looking the wrong way. Leaves Simple in a really bad spot, and Exist will pick up 3 with the scout. Steal an AK at the end. It works for an IP, but I will say that isn't a good reason to do what they just did. I still very much disagree with it, but the fact that it works is a huge save here for the Swedish team.
Yeah, exactly. That's incredible that they actually managed to bounce back and win that. Like, that's a lot of it off of just sick pistol positioning, and also Exist making that scout work. That shot on the B side of the map through the smoke, that was disgusting. So now NIP, they're going to be able to buy up. HellRaisers still have money for a good buy of their own, but now they're starting to tap out here, HellRaisers. If NIP could actually put 2 rounds together in a row, they could force an eco out of HellRaisers and bring the situation back under control. But they still have yet to really just chain rounds together. It's been win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1. It's just a nightmare for NIP right now.
They boosted up to throw that Molotov. I'm not sure I quite understand, but Get Right, finding Kucher in a corner is going to take him down. And Kucher did get the Exist killed, but this is still looking all right for NIP. Well, it's a 3-on-3. They have the health advantage. Get Right, now a double, looking for the triple, but he's going to walk right into Simple's shot, leaving Markelov and Simple sprays, can't connect with Forrest. So it's still going to be just Markelov here, and he actually goes down to and comes in from the connector. Nicely done.
Okay, all right. NIP, they've won 2 rounds in a row now, Anders. CT side of overpass.
It's a record for them on overpass
yeah, right?
on this map.
Look at this. I mean, that's exactly it. It's just been 2 rounds for HellRaisers, and there's finally the breaking point. And now they can they're going for a Scar 20. They're going to spend a lot of their money here in this round. Exist, you cheeky bugger. But it's not going to work because HellRaisers, they're ecoing and they're going straight up mid, it looks like. This is going to walk into a pretty nice triangle of doom here set up by NIP, however. Forest.
And they are ecoing, so no issue at all. And this kind of setup is the one that we've seen amongst other people, Virtus Pro, play super aggressively like this. And it's been working out really well, so I kind of prefer it, but they still lose a lot of members already. NIP should... Oh, and Doja gets that kill on Fiflar in this one. These should be rounds that NIP just come out with 5 members alive.
Yeah, Kucher, Doja's got the AK now. Kucher's got an M4. Doja picks up the kill on Get Right. And what is happening? Doja walks into Exist, and Exist is there to save the day. But now Kucher, he has the bomb on him. He knows exactly where Exist is. He can go and plant on B, and without a worry, he can find the good after plant position as well. Exist, he hears the plant sound. He realizes what's happening, and he has to haul.
And he does not have a kit, so this is going to be really scary. They're going to walk right in, and Exist,
what?
One click of the USPS, and the round is done. So much tension, and then it's all for nothing. He's going to be able to get that clutch in 1-on-2.
That is still a sick round for... that is still a sick round for HellRaisers. Just look at the economic damage they dealt. Olaf Meister, the man himself, the tribute.
This is a good decal.
Tribute. But yeah, this is... NIP are going to crack all of the money. That was such an expensive round as well. Or at least they held onto the Scar 20, but the rest of it...
Did you sing a little bit of Tenacious D in there?
Damn straight, bro.
You do need to listen to more of that music, though. It's really good. So now, all right, Auto Sniper almost didn't win the round. It's top it off with an AWP. It's not a bad idea. I kind of like this. I'm confused about why Forrest is the one all the way over here. I kind of wish that him and Fiflaren would have changed places. But that's just based off of the success rate that Pasha has playing this position on Virtus Pro.
Exactly. But this is, Simple, he's aware. He's aware that this can happen. He's already scoped up. So if Fiflaren decides to peek around this corner, things can get sad. Fiflaren hears the steps. Fiflaren looking to get in position, and he's going to get the perfect flank. Simple, no idea that Fiflaren was lying in wait.
And currently... Oh, sorry, Forrest, yeah. So,
or was that Forrest?
Yeah, that was Forrest.
That was Forrest, my mistake.
They have really made it interesting by switching up all their
names.
I know,
really. It's throwing me for a loop because I know their first names, but the second names is where I kind of get shaky.
It doesn't help the fact that they have Fiflaren, Forrest, and Freiburg, all of them with F, on the team. It's very confusing. But
Freiburg is easy. It's actually his name. So.
Freiburg, thank you, Freiburg.
I'm not even going to try and pronounce it in Swedish. Just like Friberg. You got to do that E sound. I'm horrible.
There's a timer on this push for HellRaisers, and Get Right, he's the one sort of running down the clock here. As they get closer and closer, they're going to end up being sandwiched in by Get Right. And they need to push before that happens, otherwise things are going to get really ugly. They do actually smoke off Freiburg partially, but not entirely, so you can still see an opening here, and that's actually a big mistake. It's going to be Fiflaren picking up 2 great kills with the AWP, and now... It's down to Kucher, 1-on-3. He makes it 1-on-2, has 10 seconds, wants to run in, but he still has no idea that Get Right's coming up right behind him. The bomb plant is not even going to happen, so a little bit late for Get Right, but it's still good enough to deny the bomb plant, which is going to leave HellRaisers on another eco, and NIP at 6-5. They just need to make this 10-5, basically.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
They have to run it back at this point, and HellRaisers going for a HellRaisers buy. This is sick. The pressure, man. The pressure. They know that they have to just keep on. They're getting so many kills in all of these rounds. Even if NIP are winning them now, they're still losing so many members that if they lose here, NIP are going to have to go for a very awkward force or even just an outright eco round. So HellRaisers, of course they want to go for the buy. They want to keep the pressure up. Can't fault them for this. They've got 5 rounds on their T side. This is already pretty good. If they can get up to 6 or 7, HellRaisers are golden.
Oh, look at the smoke. They specifically smoked off Fiflaren to try and push him back here. So they realize that's a common spot for someone to be holding. That's kind of cool. Just HellRaisers learning more and more about the map here, and obviously we're trying to learn from them as well.
Exactly. Now, it's just we're going to see more and more of these little tricks develop as teams spend more time on their T side. But they're Simple, once again, finding an entry. Simple is just worth his weight in gold right now. Fiflaren trying for the shots. He's going to pick up the first one. Turns away from the flash. Great time there. Freiburg is there to save him. But they are still keeping this crossfire alive here on the A site.
Yeah,
Fiflaren's reactions.
It's not that bad. Get Right's now showing up for the punt. He's going to take down Markolov. It leaves Doja and Simple, and that's a great grenade. Exist just sending Doja flying into the air. And Simple is now going to be all alone here. Another kill would still be nice. He's trying for it. And Gerright's very low on health. He's going to try for the one jump here. Flashbang goes out, and it will be the auto sniper from Exist to finish it off. So, still really dangerous rounds, and HellRaisers no doubt going to be buying again. They have at least 3 people who can buy AKs and 2 Khalils. So, I mean, following the logic from previously, they should just keep going.
You know, yeah, exactly. There's no reason for them to stop. 3.5, 4K, definitely going for a buy here. And HellRaisers, regardless, they're still getting kills. So now I'm curious to see if they're going to try and change it up and try and apply pressure early. And they do send a couple guys over towards B. Now, is that going to be a flash for long? Yeah, it's looking like they want to go for a B play here. They've spent enough time with A, but then Exist misses the second shot, and that's a huge opportunity gone to waste.
It absolutely is. Freiburg buying a little bit of time, flashing in there, just trying to keep HellRaisers back as long as possible. Second follow-up here from Exist, not going to miss it. And they also got Flaren up on the high ground, so this is going to be really tricky. And actually, HellRaisers won't make anything work at all. It's going to be Forrest coming up from behind with a good double kill, and Kucha, he realizes that Forrest is out here somewhere, but it's a triple from Forrest. Very nicely done. And will land NIP at 8-5.
Man. Slowly but surely. Now, NIP, they actually have a bank. That is the first time this game where they can afford to lose a round and really get another buy-in in the next one. So that's a big difference here for NIP. HellRaisers, now they've actually decided to tone it back a little bit. Doja, he's going to go ahead with that rifle. They've got the bomb heading solo over to B. Okay, he's going to leave it in T-spawn. I was about to say, are they going to try and go for like a mouse sports play, diversion on one side of the map with 4 players, and then the one guy tries to YOLO plant the bomb?
That would be kind of cool, but feels like HellRaisers are just more set on this. Taking it slow, getting a pick off, and then trying to see if you can get into the bomb site. Doja had enough for an AK armor, apparently, but actually not that much.
How does Kucher not die from that nade? That nade should have just, bounced right on top of him.
Follow-up grenade took him down to 4 from 9.
He's invincible. He is unbreakable. So. He would survive a train crash.
Grenade on follow-through. Softens up HellRaisers a little bit more. The likelihood that they can get through this defense is pretty slim, I would say. Again, Freiburg is back here, and I much prefer the setup that NIP have now as the one they had earlier. Nice spray down here from Freiburg. Not quite enough, but then Flaren is also there to help out. He actually does go down, so if AWP gets lost, I mean, NIP can probably rebuy it anyway, but don't want to give HellRaisers too much of a chance here. This bomb plant is going to mean win or lose, HellRaisers have a lot of money for the final round, and, well, Forrest is kind of low on health. Markolov is going to get trapped in a corner, and GetRight will find him. It's an interesting idea, and if GetRight had been coming up from one of these 2 other places, it could have worked out better. But as it is, NIP hold on to it, and they're going to make it 9-5.
That was actually really well timed by GetRight, I guess. I mean, I still think it was a little bit late, but his teammates were staying alive long enough to allow for him to have an impact when he came in. Forrest did really step out before GetRight was there to lend a hand, though, and I would have liked it for it to be more of a 2-on-2 situation, but still 2-on-1 in the end. They managed to secure it. 9-5 the score, and this is going to be it, the 15th round of this first half in such a charged map. It's been perfect so far. But NIP battling their way back into control, basically, into having a little bit of breathing room to work with, enough to afford rifles and CZs.
And it will be Doja with an op. Simple has one as well, so they're running a double op setup on the terrorist side to try and see if they can get those pickoffs. They're really basing a large portion of their play around this right now, HellRaisers. And Flaren is going to get a good one in return onto Angel. All the way around long. Good knock, at least, that it wasn't Kucha with the bomb who dropped it. Now everyone else is going to rotate back in. You got to wonder if they're just trying to see if they can fight Flaren here. Forrest.
Surprised. Yeah, exactly. If they can find one pick over here. It's going to be quick rotation, however, and Forrest is still lurking in toilets and the restrooms. He sees Kucher go past. Markolov hasn't looked. Kucher, it's Markolov who's going to get caught. Now Doja walks up. Instant headshot. Forrest, they're getting picked apart here. HellRaisers, it's falling apart for them. Forrest gets legged. Simple is trying to chase him down, but this is not going to go. This is not how it's supposed to go here for HellRaisers. They are about to get overwhelmed, and what looked like such a solid start to their half has only resulted in, 5 rounds?
Which I think is plenty, but obviously it's a little bit sad for them because they could have had way more. So you got to give some credit to NIP for bringing it this far back. It's definitely very cool. Now, as long as they don't fight Simple one at a time, there should be no way out of this, especially not with just 20 seconds here. So they just got to stay safe. Otherwise, that would be the worst way for NIP to lose a round, and that would actually be pretty big if that happens. 10 seconds. Molotov goes in the corner. He's going to try and see if he can look for the man in here. And Freiburg goes down. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. He's going to go straight for the plant, and he's going to get it as well. Now it's Get Right. He's actually revealed his position. Simple's ready right here. He's got the triple. He just needs the timing. Get Right's there. He pre-fires and it's going to get it. Simple. Oh my god. That is massive. What an upset.
I take back my words. Simple.
That is so good. That is
godlike.
Incredibly well played. And I mean, yes, NIP, they gave him a huge opening. They opened the door and let him in, say, just walk all over our carpets with your shoes on, don't even bother. And he did it. He wrecked the whole house with NIP inside it.
NIP, why would they peak one after another?
There's no good answers to that question, somehow.
Had that round. That was one of those clutches where it's just amazing. Simple did not fail when it came down to it, but NIP certainly did give him a helping hand there. Still, what a finish. What a finish to the half. Incredible.
This is very likely going to have a huge impact on NIP in the second half here. If they lose the pistol round now, they're going to be so incredibly far behind. Even if they win it, they still have to fight pretty hard. But this is going to turn into a fairly awkward situation, I think, for NIP. And mentally, because, like you said, why did they peak one at a time? They are asking themselves that. The very same question.
Oh, Forrest up on shore. And right now, NIP, they're still gathered up. They're kind of actually around connector. They haven't really decided where they want to go yet because they really haven't seen too much from HellRaisers. HellRaisers, I'm pretty surprised at how passively they've decided to hold. Not peeking out anywhere, not peeking out anywhere. Sorry, that three there, Get Right, kind of threw me off with the fact that he's kind of like blue on the minimap. I was like, somehow that's a forward push coming out right there through T-spawn.
Yeah, somehow, sometimes when you change halves, it screws up all the colors for no real reason.
Yeah, exactly. You wonder why.
All right,
now it begins.
It feels like it's going to be a B push. They're making their way through here, and it's two people defending. Already Forrest showing himself, and Simple actually not landing those shots. Next in line is going to be Doja, but there's so many people coming in. Can he get the shot? He does, and he gets another one. Kucha and Doja just doing really a lot of work here in this bomb site. And NIP was looking like a great entry, but now Exist goes down, leaving Fiflaren. Doja, triple kill, turns it into a quad kill at the end, and destroys NIP. And that is exactly the follow-up they needed from Simple's clutch at the end there. NIP have got to be mentally in a very deep hole right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the pressure is going to start building up on HellRaisers as well because they just need to start running it here. But NIP are definitely rattled. That is they lose a 4v1 situation and then just get butchered when they try and make a B push. Like nothing in the past 2 rounds, nothing has worked for NIP. So they have to be just digging deep at this point, and they go for a pistol armor buy here as well. So they're just not messing around. They don't get the plant. They want to get out here and try and take these fights. I almost want to see them gather up, though, rather than try and spread out. If they could group up and try and work together to guarantee refrags, that'd be pretty interesting.
That 1-on-4 is going to haunt them for a very, very long time. And that's actually when you would want the Peter, the coach behind them, to be the guy shouting and screaming, saying, for the love of God, don't take these fights. Just stay back. Well, opening kills here for Markolov. NIP did buy some armor here. They did not get the bomb down in the first round either. So
this is not working out for NIP. They're going to be forced into a corner here. I mean, Get Right himself, he's standing in a corner. He's about to have Freiberg to come and help him try and crack into B site, but the stack is real. B site, that is HellRaiser's home right now. They've got a little fire going in the corner. It's nice and cozy. And there you go. Get Right trying to spray it down, and both of them just get pro 90 to death. This is now HellRaiser's game because it's going to be another round of eco coming out here from NIP. They have yet to get to a position where they can plant, and HellRaisers are just going to start running with this game because they've got so much bank now.
They weren't even invited to the barbecue, is what you're saying?
Exactly, man. They showed up. They were like, hey, we got schnapps and everything, and then HellRaisers are like, no, we only drink vodka. Sorry, get out.
That is a superior drink, by the way. I'm just saying.
Get out. Anders, what are you doing?
Vodka. Definitely better. Oh, nice grenade down here. Follow-up from Simple is a pretty nice and well-handled quad spray down as NIP, Christopher or Get Right trying to see if he can tickle Kucha to death with a Glock, and eventually it actually does work, but still doesn't change the fact that that's not enough here. It's 9-9, which makes it seem like this is pretty even, but it shouldn't be. HellRaisers, like we said, they have a really strong CT side, and this is a CT-sided map as well. It should work out great for them.
Their CT side is impeccable for HellRaisers. Like, they really do look like this. It's just this brick wall, except the brick wall happens to be 100 feet thick. You know, you think, oh yeah, if we just go running into it with a car or something, yeah, it's going to be great. No, your car gets crushed like a tin can. So this is really tough here for NIP. Incredibly important round right here. First buy round for them, 19th round. And this has to work for them. And right now, NIP have kind of spread out. Different approach from what we saw from HellRaisers, putting much less focus on mid and towards long. NIP put a lot of interest here on connector and the sewer area, looking towards B. Simple, though, if they go for a boost over, Simple is going to wreck them.
That would be very fun, but they are actually going to fall back up the connector. Like the fact that Get Right's playing it really safe, means no one's going to go aggressive on this side of the map. So now that they have a lot of map control, actually, HellRaisers is going really aggressive over here. It's a little bit weird because now they're being caught out of position. They may have just given a big opening to NIP. Doja hiding in the corner, should be calling for backup. He's looking the wrong way, and Freiburg is going to take him down. This is a very confusing choice here for HellRaisers because they could have just waited. Molotov is maybe going to buy a little bit of time, make sure they don't rush through that side of the smoke, but it still doesn't change. The NIP have had a really good start to this round. Markolov is going to get a kill, but he goes down right afterwards. Simple, very close with the AWP, and Kuch is also on the wrong side of the smoke here.
The wrong side or the right side? That smoke is about to clear, and Simple could have a line right onto NIP. He's going to spot one out, but he misses the shot. He's going to get the follow-up, however, but now he's going to get shot from both angles. NIP facing him together, and that's exactly what had to happen. They even get gifted an EWP at the end. But Simple, if he had managed to pick off the man at the back corner of that site right there and then gotten that if he could have picked up 2 kills, that changes the situation entirely. Him missing that shot there is a bit of an error. But still, really well-executed take going onto that A site. Picking up Doja, who was holding from such a forward position, really opened everything up for them.
Yeah, but I would say the problem for NIP's point of view is that's not an execute you can replicate.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
It revolves around HellRaisers just making really weird mistakes.
Yeah.
And almost, actually, Fiflaren going down here. Aggressive push from Simple. They also have the auto-sniper on Angel. I'm very confused about what HellRaisers wanted to accomplish in that round.
I think they kind of just got, well, basically they didn't go their way and they kind of just got picked up. This is going to be a quick kill there. Angel manages to pick up Fiflaren, so that is over.
There was about 40 seconds left, so it could be that they wanted some information about where NIP were going to, but it still feels a little bit weird that they wanted to give up the bomb site with that little time left.
Mm-hmm.
Well, see if they can do better here. They certainly have the advantage currently. Damage done to Forest, damage done to Freiburg as well. And if they decide to push this B bomb site, it's going to be 2 people holding.
Angel isn't there with the Scar 20 at least.
Markolov's here as well, actually.
Yeah, Markolov. Oh, there's the spray down. Doja not going to pick up the second frag, but still just stopping them cold. What a shot, however, comes out from Exist, but it's just not going to be good enough. They get completely pile-drived, and Doja gets the flank. 10-10 now. NIP. They look like they've got it going for them, and then the follow-up round, HellRaisers make some tweaks, they make some adjustments, and it just comes grinding to a halt for the Vikings.
In Ragdoll Olympic terms, that was like a good flash, like a halfway twist backwards. Pretty good air time too. So
pretty impressed.
Nice points there for.
I think we had a new high jump finalist earlier too. I can't remember who, but I kind of got tongue-tied, but I was trying to talk about that too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure we'll see plenty more of that, Anders. It's all good, man. It's not only about the World Championship of CS:GO. All about the physics.
That makes a big difference too. Angel falling back. They have some sort of indication. I'm wondering if Simple heard them running over by the picnic area, because they certainly seem to be a little bit weary there, HellRaisers. And that's obviously good, because NIP are actually setting up for potentially another rush in here. So smoke on Fiflaren, and there's a flashbang on Freiburg. Have to see if they can make their entry, but the auto sniper is going to be a little bit too much here.
Exactly. I mean, that's Angel. He can lock down that angle. If you get the crossfire going with the AWP as well, that is just a murder zone. You're not making it through. But NIP right now, they don't really have much to lose. They just need to kind of zerg onto a site somehow and find a way in.
I kind of want them to Freiburg throw this flashbang and then just try and go, basically.
That flash wouldn't be too bad.
Now, Get Right has the smoke. He just smoked it up. So, yeah, the smoke and flash is actually something that NIP sort of, they have a specific plan in mind.
Let's see it. Smoke goes down. Angel just going to start opening up random shots. He's going to pick up Markolov as well, who's going to go ahead and just lay waste. Markolov with the double frag. Freiburg is last man standing here. He spots the man. Gets a great headshot onto Markolov. That is a great parting shot there by Freiburg, but it's not going to be enough. They need to do more.
I can confidently say that whatever the plan was, it didn't work.
No.
But you know, buying a smoke and a flash won't bankrupt NIP in the upcoming round here. It's not going to be the end of the world. But it's 10-11 HellRaisers with the round lead. Decent money on them. Not infinite money, but decent enough. NIP spending the whole bank with Galils here and AKs.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Because once again, NIP putting focus on connector early. They didn't really go too far into mid. Nice counter flash there. Simple going to slow it down. So no opening frag either for NIP. Angel with the Scar 20 taking up a bit of a Pasha position. Getting way up here up front. He's just going to block off long, and then NIP don't really know if he's lurking there or not. It's going to be tough for them to push on this side of the map.
Yeah, but can he make it back around? That's the question, because he's got to be careful. Forrest is waiting for him right here. I don't think Angel... Oh, he does realize, and he's going to get the kill on Forrest. I was going to say, it looked like he was just carelessly running in there. He's going to get taken down by Exist as a follow-up, so that's still actually pretty good for NIP.
Yeah, it's still a 4-on-4 situation, and NIP still have some good nades to work with here. A couple flashes, a couple Molotovs, and a couple of a couple of smokes, basically. 3 smokes. So this is going to be looking pretty decent here for NIP if they can just find the proper setup without HellRaisers picking them apart. HellRaisers trying to set up a crossfire of their own on this A side.
They have Simple as well.
Oh, wow.
He's just going to be running and gunning with the AWP. He just stutters for a moment. That's enough to reset the recoil and get the kill. Markelov can't really find anything. He's flashed and smoked and just can't see a thing. They're inside the bomb site, but these aren't great after-plant positions. They need some people outside as well. Otherwise, they're going to get boxed in. And actually, well, Freiburg is the guy trying to take that run out. Get Right still in here. He's going to go down, and Freiburg, he gets killed by Kucher. I still think he did the right choice, actually, because as NIP demonstrated so neatly when they got crisp in this corner and they were on the CT side, you can't use these as after-plant positions. You need people who are outside the bomb planting area as well. That's pretty obvious on this bomb site.
Yeah, you need to get that bomb plant and still have time with the smokes to play around with. But those smokes got cleared up so quickly there. And HellRaisers were just waiting right on the other side, ready to pounce. So HellRaisers, it was a bit of a bumpy start for them in the half, but it seems like they've started to stabilize somewhat and are getting comfortable again. And look at this. Yeah, exactly. Simple. So quickly up to the top mid, just looking into T-spawn.
Yeah, I've got to say, it's a real pleasure watching Simple do his job right here. Because on Mirage earlier, he was actually falling pretty far behind. He wasn't doing so well, so it's kind of cool to see him just go crazy on this one. It's exactly the kind of Simple we love to see. Grenade over as well from Kucher. NIP trying to get in here quick, but with just pistols, it's just nowhere near enough. Get Right is going to get found by Markelov, and that will be 13-10. HellRaisers they're very close to doing this.
They are. They're on the brink right here, because now this is the big buy round here for NIP. AWP picked up by Forrest. They should have enough money for a buy again, NIP, if they were to lose this round. But it's going to be so close. HellRaisers, they need to break NIP right here, and they can do it. Now, again, aggression. Simple didn't have any success with it, but more importantly, nobody saw him do it. And there you go. Takes out Forrest instantly. And now he's actually going to get into connector as well. This could fall apart here for Nip. 2 big entries would be huge for HellRaisers. That would be such a lead.
Freiburg is waiting for it, but Simple seems to be outplaying NIP all on his own. Well, finally Freiburg comes up with a good kill, but that forward position boosting up like that, it's so well spotted. It's such a nice such nice positional play.
It's dirty is what it is. It's very dirty. About as dirty as this restroom looks. This restroom looks filthy, Andrews.
I certainly wouldn't use it.
What is this, a public park?
Oh, public parks kind of are like this, though.
They are kind of like
Angel,
this.
oh, great follow-up kill there on Freiburg, so he's pretty close with this auto-sniper, and he's still doing good work, and what was a good trade early on for NIP with Freiburg getting the return has now turned into a bit of an awkward position, as it's just Fiflaren and Get Right left, and Get Right running for the smoke down here. I think maybe Kucher hurt him a little bit, and the bomb is actually all the way back. What are they doing?
Oh, no, timing there. Kucher's going to get up behind the barrels, and now this shot is infinitely harder to hit.
They don't have the time for anything. You can't make it back to anything.
They got to back up. They just have to hold on to it. Fiflaren does manage to find, well, he's going to use that AWP. He has to stay alive. HellRaisers not willing to risk hunting quite yet. They don't know that NIP have backed off like this. And this is pretty much it. HellRaisers, they're going to pick up another round here. Oops.
I don't know what to say. This seems like not a very NIP-esque thing to try and do. It feels like
NIP are clearly trying to play a more structured game. And, you know, it's like these sorts of situations, I don't know, it feels like you kind of need to just cut NIP loose with the reins, but at the same time, that hasn't been working for them either. NIP have just been struggling to find some new way that will fit their team to play the game, and it's so far, it still feels like a work in progress.
Kind of does. Markelov raiding steadily. Again, Angel kind of pushed up, did a little bit of damage, but also took some damage. So nothing much happening. Now he's going to fall back a little bit further. Seems to be kind of mobile with this auto sniper. Like, he's really running around all over the map, just trying to see if he can push NIP back. It's 14 rounds for HellRaisers. They have a lot of money now compared to previously. NIP need to win like 3 rounds in a row, and then maybe they can force a Nico here. Simple goes down pretty quickly without getting the shot through. Kucha doesn't want to take too much of a fight.
Oh, I like it though. Kucher can op. He can use this. He would be in a perfect position to just hold off one of these tunnels if he wanted to. That's his style of opping. Back when it was Markelov and Kucher kind of passing off the AWP one to the other. Kucher, is he going to spot the heals? Yes, he does. He knows somebody's to the left now. He's just going to hold this angle. This fits Kucher perfectly. Point and click.
It does just what he's good at. The only thing here is that Angel's the only one covering the A-bomb site, which makes me a little bit worried. I'm thinking maybe actually the fact that Kucher saw someone here has made them think it's going to be a B push, and that's not the case. But Kucher does pick up the kill on Get Right. Angel still doing good work through the fire. He's going to take down Exist, and oh well, nice peek up there from Fiflower, and he's going to run through the fire. Wants to get in and get the bomb down with the last 15 seconds here. Looks like he's going to be successful. No, he won't, and that's such a big kill for Markelov. What a play coming out now. It's going to be down to Freiburg. Almost no health. Markelov jumps and shoots, and Freiburg is going to go down. That's Kucher double kill with the AWP he stole from Simple. 15-10. Almost no money left on NIP here, and it's going to be match and map point for HellRaisers. What a victory for them.
Yeah, this is, yeah, exactly. What a victory. This is going to put them very firmly at the top of the pack for now, at least. I'm pretty sure that Titan have won as well in their match that was running along the side this one. So it's looking like HellRaisers and Titan are going to take the lead in this group phase with only a few matches left. This is going to be down to the wire, man. This is going to be so close. But already, there we have Angel once again putting that Scar 20 to use. For how long has he had this damn Scar 20?
Very, very long. It's definitely made it's made some profit already here. Angel with a headshot on Freiburg. More again. That's now a triple kill. NIP not finding any headway in this last round. Get Right. He gets a kill. Forrest gets an on the return, but he's going to walk right into Markelov, making a lot of noise here. And it's all on Get Right, 1-on-3. This has been such a cool map for HellRaisers. They've just been playing extremely well. Simple ending up at 27 kills, which is just stunning in, well, 26 rounds.
Yeah, exactly. The Simple shows up and HellRaisers dominate. His AWP, Angel Scar 20, everything just coming together on this CT side of Overpass to just shut Nip out and Get Right trying to force him out. He's trying to flush Markelov out into the open. He spotted his heels. This is so cool. Get Right with the mind games, but Markelov also, well, you're talking about two legends here. The mind games don't work with Markelov here.
And he's also getting boxed in the backstep. Comes in, and Markelov is going to do it. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. 16-10.